you know what it is, man. It's the LA Leakers on
Yep.
Power 106, the Liftoff show every night. Just incredible.
Sourmilk.
Joined by our homie, our family. I should say that's our family here,
Yeah,
Jayson
man.
Cash, man.
Jayson Cash, we live in the building, man.
What's good, man?
Man, it's a blessing to be with y'all, man, for real. It's a long time coming.
Yeah, for real, for real.
For real, man. I appreciate y'all, for real.
Of course, man.
For those that don't know, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how long you been doing this.
Man, I'm from Carson, California. I've been doing this since, man, I can't even remember. It's been that long. But, you know, we here, we blessed, we in a good space, new music, new opportunities.
Yeah.
Just, man, it's just crazy.
No doubt, no doubt.
What can you tell people about Jayson Cash music real quick, man?
Oh, man, it's honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's honest. It's true to the culture of where we from. You know what I'm saying? It's true to the sound. You can hear the influences. You know, my favorite rapper is Suga Free, so when you listen to it, you know, you're going to feel like that old Quik. You're going to feel like that old Suga Free. You're going to feel like, you know, you remember in L.A., like, at that time where it was Dom, Pac, Dib, Snoop. I mean, not Snoop. I'm talking about Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole TDE wave just cracking at the same time. It's like, bro, like, it's that again. You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about Blxst and you talking about Bino and you talking about Drake on Blue Bucks and Kalen and One Take J, it's
and
like
Jayson Cash.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
You know
Facts. And you just dropped off a brand new song. Talk to us about that.
Man, All I Know, man, this is my first record on Atlantic. It's produced by my team, the Eastie Boys. They're responsible. They did Chosen for Blxst, Mismatch for Bino, Movie for Blxst and Bino.
Come on.
You know, and the homie J Million, you know what I'm saying? They produced the record. I feel like it was a great introduction just to tell people, like, what I'm about, where I'm from, what I've been through. Like, even in my hook, when I'm saying all I know is what I know and all I saw is what I seen, I'm just telling you, like, this is from my perspective. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm not telling you I know everything. I'm not saying everything I know I'm saying is fact. But all I'm telling you is what I know.
Right, right.
So I didn't just bring you know, a beat and raps over it. Like, I'm bringing perspective, you know, my perspective at least.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now, I'm trying to remember when we first met. It's been some years now. I met you in the studio, and now I'm sure you were doing this for years before that.
Yeah.
So what's the journey been like for you, man? And you know what I'm saying? Was there how many? Like, let people know, man, because I'm sure there's a lot of artists who want to be successful, want to do, you know what I'm saying? And it feels like ain't nothing going right.
Bro, I tell you like this, I make it even realer. So I can get past myself. That day that y'all met me, shout out to AD. I was in the studio with AD.
Yes, sir.
But Blxst was with me.
Yeah.
And Blxst was with me because he made the beat for the record I was doing with AD. So
That's
Blxst
crazy.
was just in the room. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy.
you feel me?
He told us that story. He told us that.
Yeah, like Blxst was in the room. We pulled up together. He made the beat, and I was doing the record with AD, and AD was a real one for this because what happened is y'all pulled up, and he walked up to me. Now he played some records first, and they were all featuring me. And I was wondering, like, why you putting me on so many records? I'm like, I'm not mad, but he was putting me on all the records. So he started playing the joints I did, and somebody in the room was like, yo, who was that? And he was like, oh, yeah, that's bro. So he walked up to me, elbowed me, and was like, plug up, bro. Play it.
Yeah.
So I remember I played one record, and I was like halfway through the first verse, and like both of y'all looked at each other. Y'all was like, wait, start that over. So I start the record over. You know what I'm saying? And we've been like straight since that day.
Of course.
And that was
No
that was 2018. Damn. So in that room, it was somebody. Shout out to Caston. Caston found me in that room, and you know he took me to Capitol. He took me to Rock Nation. He took me to a bunch of different places for meetings. You know, and the journey was crazy because I took my first meeting at Capitol, and I just thought like, man, I'm about to sign this deal. Like I'm on, and it didn't work that way. You feel me? Like, it's 2021, and I'm first dropping my first single on the label. So I started taking meetings in 2018.
Damn.
After rapping. I had already been rapping for the longest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I haven't released a record since 2018. So me and my team, shout out to the In Crowd, Drew and Trey, we was trying to find creative ways to just keep things moving while we figured out what was happening behind the scenes because, you know what I mean? I'm from Carson, man. Like, Reason I just got signed to TDE. Absol is already on TDE. There's a standard, you feel me? So we was just finding creative ways. So we started jumping out the whip, freestyling. And it's crazy because Drew used to record me on the camera, and we just started looking. Shout out to Compton TG, because we was looking at his, and we was just seeing like, yo, people respond more to just the regular look, like just the cell phone. So Drew, you know, he just cell phone joint. I'm just jumping out the whip. It was days like, man, I was messing up the verse like 30 times. You know what I'm saying? But he just kept recording me. And one that we did, I put it on Twitter. It was like 50,000 views on it. It went crazy on Instagram, and y'all hit me like, yo, record that joint, give it to us, we gonna play it. I'm thinking like, okay, that's, nah, like, dang. But it got played once, and then it got played for a week straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no music out. I first hit the radio with a freestyle. So, like, to anybody watching this that do what we do, it's like, be creative and just find ways. If the front door closed, go through the back door closed, crack the window come down the chimney like you Santa. You feel me? Like, keep like moving, because if not, you're gonna get passed up. The wave is moving. It's moving constantly. So like, I just felt like, dang, what can I do to just keep myself in the mix even without the music?
Yeah.
And I had the music, I just wasn't putting it out. I didn't have the outlet yet. So it's like, soon as you know, Dallas got involved and gave me a platform, it's like, okay, now we know what we doing. All right, let's get back to what we was doing before. Let's get these freestyles going. Let's get this content going. Let's get it moving, because we have the music.
Yeah.
And now we here with a record. So now when I do a freestyle, carry back to the music. Now when I jump out the whip, it's like we ain't jumping out the whip just to jump out the whip. It's like we got the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
And what does that mean, you know, to you, man? Someone from Carson, you know, grew up obviously here in LA.
Yeah.
Not only, you know, to be signed to Atlantic, but you know, to hear your record on the radio, and you know what I'm saying? Like, a station I'm sure, you know, you grew up listening to.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what's that feeling like, bro? Like, when you first hear that?
Man, priceless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I told myself before I came here today, like, bro, don't cry up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, again, even with me being managed by Fuzzy, like,
man.
You know, I grew up, like, my first time ever making some money, my dad used to take me to work with him, and they just had the radio running all day. So I used to hear Big Boy and Fuzzy on the radio, you know what I'm saying? And then even y'all, like, I was telling Justin, he came to the studio to hear some records, and I was just like, yo, like, you know, the LA Leaker freestyle, that's a staple.
Yeah, appreciate
like, that's that's a status symbol.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to even be sitting here chopping it with y'all is like, you know, this ain't regular. So I be having to remind myself to enjoy the moment, but at the same time, like, keep working, because you want more. You want more. Like, I'm happy with this, but I'm not satisfied. Like, I want more. So it's like, all right, I just sat in the room. You know, me and Blxst been cool since we was 16. I heard the record with him and Draco play tonight. I heard Movie play tonight. It's like, I need that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, I need that.
Yeah.
So,
hell
man,
yeah.
I'm inspired, motivated for sure.
Man. And coming from Carson, you mentioned Reason.
Yeah.
And there's other, because someone from TDE is from Carson, or?
Yeah.
The king of Delamo, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely, Absol.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So was you running around, you know, making music with them, or how, you know,
I was in the studio at Reason last night, actually.
But I'm saying early on too.
Yeah, man. So my first time ever doing the show, I want to say it was 2012. Like, I opened up for Absol. Like, I was his first headline show at the Key Club. Just like when he had Control System out. Like, I came out right before So.
Wow.
So, like, I'm really from Carson, man. I used to, you know, being behind it's the Motel 6 now, but it used to be the Clarion. We used to pull up over there, hanging it, might run into Soul. I remember, like, one time I was walking out the Carson Mall. I went to the Wingstop, and I seen Soul and the Lori Joe just sitting in there eating. So that's way back. And I walked up to him. I was like, Ab Solo, Black Lip, Black Polo. Like, you know what I mean? Quoting his lyrics. Like, you know, that's the king where we from. And Reason, man, we was way before he signed to TDE, before I was on Atlantic. You know, I did records with Reason. We used to move around a lot together.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So I do have a history with both of them.
Fire.
That's really dope, man. And how is it inspiring to see, you know, obviously you're doing your thing, and but see your peers and, you know, people that you've known for years, man, just really doing it as well.
Man, it's again, like, inspiring. I don't know any other word to say besides inspiring, because it just show you that it's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Symba,
Yeah.
like broke together, got some money together. You know what I'm saying? Like I was staying in the Bay at his mom crib. Like
Damn.
I talked to him today. Like I think I was at the studio. He left the studio the day he came up here to do the freestyle here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Crazy.
saying? And that changed. You know, that changed this whole situation. So it's crazy to see people that you around like really on some regular stuff like walk through this. And I think it's a blessing for me because I'm able to sit back and watch like and know how to move when I'm in a position. You know, especially like with Blxst, like, you know, I have conversations. I might randomly call Blxst and be like, man, how you deal with this? Like, how you deal with that? Like, my phone be blowing up when I'm doing something significant or I'm around something. It's like, you know, bro, how you get used to that? How you adjust to that? So having friends in that position, real friends that don't have nothing to do with, you know, just the position that they in. We was friends before that.
Yeah, outside the music.
Yeah, it gets you inspired, but also give you, you know, you're able to phone a friend and get help navigate.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's dope.
Yo, man, I'm just so happy to see how far you've come, and I know
Man.
you're just getting warmed up, man.
Right.
You know, and where the LA rap scene is currently at. You know, we've definitely seen waves over the last 10 plus
Yeah.
years, and you know the names you mentioned. It's in a real healthy spot,
Right.
and you know, hearing your sound and watching you record and. You don't take one bar off. It doesn't take one bar off, and your process is crazy too. Kind of
Right.
talk about your process, because
I mean, because I don't write anything down. Like, I got a song where I say, I don't even write raps down. It just isn't fair. All my stuff be straight at the top. I pull it out the air. Like, you been there, you know that's really how
it's a
you know,
confirmed fact.
That's really how I do
And
it.
a lot of rappers say that shit,
Yeah,
but to
yeah.
literally watch the process.
Yeah. It's,
you know.
it's also tight because, you know, the first time that we linked after, you know, we met that first time, y'all had, like, everybody there. It was, like, One Take Jay. It was, like,
Oh, yeah,
Ron,
yeah.
Ron,
Sessions,
everybody.
yeah.
So it was, like, I remember being in that picture and seeing it the next day, and I was feeling to myself, like, dang, like, everybody in here got something going, and I don't really have anything going at the time, you know? So it was, like, all right, challenge accepted, you know?
Dope.
But y'all still had me in the picture with, like, yo, this the next, you know, the next wave.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that was 2019. That was
That
the
was.
beginning of 2019, you know, and 2 years later, like,
We're here.
We're here
We're
right
here.
now. So this song right here, what's the plan with it? Is it an EP? Is it an album? Is it a part of any package?
It's the first single, and since we with the leakers, I'll leak the information, you know
Oh
what I'm saying?
shit! Okay.
Yeah, we weren't trying to put you on the
Nah,
spot.
yeah,
but
no,
you know
no.
what I'm saying?
we doubling back shortly with a record with Blxst, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And get into the next single and then the next single after that, but you know, so we moving some singles right now and getting the project together.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. I like that. I like that.
Yo, real quick, you were speaking about your recording process. Has it always been like that, where
Nah.
off the top? Did you used to
Nah.
write? And,
Yeah, like I used to write it in my phone, but it's crazy because I started off like really freestyling, like off the top of my head freestyling. And when I first started making music, I was terrible because when I was writing raps, when I was recording, it sounded like I was reading. So I think as far as like writing it in my phone is because I was writing the songs at home.
okay.
Because me, Trey, and Drew was piecing up on studio time. We used to go to the Red Room in Hawthorne. You know what I mean? Shout out Drop Top Scott. We used to go to the Red Room in Hawthorne, and me, Trey, and Drew might have pieced up on a session, and C Styles and JFK would be there. Blxst was recording me, and we only had so much time. We had about 4 hours, so it's like I had to come with records prepared.
Okay.
So then, like, we got to a point where even there, like, I just started going in the booth and just trying stuff. So then when we got into the actual, I think even before I signed my deal, like, when we was just recording up at the trap, like, we had a little more time and we wasn't so much pressed for time that it was like, all right, I'm going to leave home at home and then I'll work on music when I get to work. So, like, I don't write raps at home. I don't listen to beats and stuff at home unless C Styles or JFK just happen to send me a record while I'm home. I'll listen to the beat. But for the most part, like, I clock out.
Yeah.
And when I go to the studio, like, all right, now let me hear that. And if
Clock
it's a
in,
beat that I feel, I'm
Clock in.
jumping right into the.
But that just that exercise of
Yeah,
when y'all were piecing up had
exactly.
you ready for the major leagues.
Nah, for
though.
sure. And then again, like I said, I started off freestyling, so I did a lot of freestyle battling. Like, man, I remember going to our people barbershop in Carson, like battling the barber. Like my first day at Carson High, I got like Trey from the in crowd. That's my best friend. We've been tight like 10 plus, but his first time meeting me is because I had a freestyle battle my first day when I checked into Carson High, like my first day of school.
Like,
Right to it.
Right to it. So
Right
like I
to
really
it.
started off doing that, you know. So I just always shout out to my big brother Hammy because he always tell me like, I know you be making a lot of songs now, but make sure you always exercise that muscle and keep that tight.
Yeah.
Stay
You know.
sharp.
What you're still doing. I just seen the freestyle from the studio session you had the other day.
Yeah.
His boy just staying
Stay
on it,
sharp.
drop
Nah,
that
for sure.
freestyle, and
And I
it's dope
always
to
wanted
see.
to do that because it's just like, all right, and I feel like if you go into a spot, right, and you got some written raps, right, and the next rapper got written raps, y'all eventually gonna run out of writtens. So if I can come off the top, once he stopped rapping, I'm still going. And that's coming from like, you know, watching, hearing how Snoop talked about it. And then when he was talking about like when he battled Corrupt and he like, you know, Corrupt saying stuff about what this person got on and all that stuff like that. Like I always held in on that just to make sure it's like, all right, let me make sure my weapon's tight. Just in case. When they run out, I got more for you.
Yeah. And when you linked up with Snoop in the studio, man, congratulations on that. I can only imagine what that meant to
Man.
you.
Crazy.
What was like one piece of advice that Dog gave you that you take with you forever?
So, man,
Or
God,
even just watching him.
Right.
man, God is crazy, man. Like, just alignment. So, for one, this same record, All I Know, when I went to the studio, was to play records for Snoop. When I left, I got home, I had no idea he was doing this, but he made a video listening to this song. But it wasn't this at the time. It wasn't no talk box on it. It wasn't nobody singing on the hook. It was just the rough record. And he made a video, like, listening to it, right? And in that record, I'm saying, you got to crack the door like Uncle Snoop did. Put your whole city on. That's the blueprint. That's what Snoop told me. I was on a 3-way call with Snoop and Fuzzy one day for like an hour. And he was just saying, like, you know, if you from LA, like if you from South Central, it's people that's gonna rally behind you just because you from South Central. When you say Compton, it's a bunch of people that jump behind. He like, when you say Carson, you don't get that. So you have to really crack the door, bust the floodgates open, and be Carson on everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I feel accomplished, man, when I walk in anywhere and they be like, Canberra Ave, like, that's my block. Can't nobody in the city tell you that's not my block.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna tell you that that's not mine. You know what I'm
love
saying?
it.
So that's really what I got from Snoop. Like, put your city on, crack the door. He literally said, like, yo, when I came through, everybody got in. He said it wasn't about being the dopest. He was like, you know, I was going to get mine. So, Trey D, come on. Gotti Low, come on. Twins, come on. Like, that's what he was telling me on the phone. And it's like, that's why I feel like it shifted my perspective with making music. Because I don't try to write songs like from the perspective of I'm trying to be the best rapper. We can go do that in the freestyles. We go do that, you know, coming to the Lakers. We come do that jumping out the whip. You know what I'm saying? I want to be known for records. I can rap, but I don't want nobody to be like, oh, Jayson Cash, the one that can rap. Like, nah, Jayson Cash, the one that's sing All I Know. The one who got that song called Priority featuring Blxst. Like, oh yeah, we leaked that, didn't we? You know? Yeah, I want that. I want them to know me for records because, you know, that's the business we in.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Yes,
we on
sir.
the way. We on the way.
Absolutely.
We
man.
on the way.
Jason, thank you for coming through.
Nah, I
man.
appreciate y'all for having me.
You
Come
know,
on, man.
we
Hell
gonna
yeah.
as you keep rolling out the music, we gonna sit down some more.
Nah, for sure.
We just wanted to
get
chop
started.
it up. Congratulate you. Wish you a happy birthday.
Right. And
Shout
again,
out to the team in here too.
I want to
man.
throw that out there, man. Like it's organic, and I see a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that and be saying like LA radio don't mess with LA. It's just like I don't really feel like that's true. I feel like getting a mix because I got played on the radio before I had a song.
Talk to him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? With at the time like maybe like 3,000 followers.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we coming with a record. Fuzz called you and was just like, yo, this what we doing, and you ain't asking no questions. You like, yo, for sure.
Yeah.
I seen Fuzz post a picture about the record, and I seen Milk in the comments like, yo, Fuzz, send it. You know what we doing?
Yeah.
Right.
hell
You know,
yeah.
so I feel
Automatic.
like as far as like aspiring artists from the Los Angeles area, like focus on the music, focus on doing things to put yourself like out there to separate you from the pack, because you can't just get mad at radio. I know somebody gonna see this and be mad at me, but I just feel like it's the truth. You can't be mad at radio. You know, and at the end of the day, like, this is a privilege. Like, that's how I feel. I feel privileged to be here because y'all not obligated to have me up here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for it, but I don't look at y'all like y'all owe me that just because I'm from out here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody at home, all the young kids that's aspiring, work, bro.
Right.
Work. That's what we did. We just worked. And when we thought we worked enough and it wasn't enough, we just went and worked some more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even fully in the position that I want to be in, but I know I'm in motion.
Right. Pointing in the right direction for sure.
You know, I know where I want to go. So it's different when you know where you want to go. If you don't know where you're trying to go anyway, you can't even move with intent. So we here for a reason.
Thank you for that, man.
I appreciate y'all for having us.
Nah, likewise, bro. Appreciate those words too, man.
Yes, sir. Jayson Cash. In crowd is here.
Yeah, Carson in the house, man.
Atlantic's here.
All I know is, that boy from Carson.
A boy.
He linked up with that boy from Flint, and signed the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Let's go. Shout out to our guy Fuzzy, man. This is Power 106. This is the Liftoff Show. LA Leakers, man.
Yeah.